Sweet ones. We are the Fuchsian Angels from the 16th dimensional consciousness of Arcturus. We're so delighted to connect with you again at this time, and greetings to you, Ambassador. We hope all is well. Sweet ones, have you noticed that you're stepping more into your comfort zone? You are starting to feel more in control of your zone now, instead of letting others do so for you or relying on others too. You can feel this, dear ones. You can feel that intensity. You can sense the authentic love vibrations all around. Yes, like we have said before, that there is still chaos going on in your world with your density going through such an extreme clearing of old energies. However, you are choosing love. You are lighting this darkness, and you shunning this darkness. You are spiraling the love, and you are stifling the hate. This pleases us to no end. Have you noticed lately that your senses are getting sharper in a subtle way? It's not like this big aha moment or anything. However, it has been a slow build-up. Your decision-making ability seems quicker. You seem to be more comfortable with more and more situations. Sort of like it just is. Time is becoming more and more non-existent in your realm, even though you still have to revolve around a clock in your realm. We understand that, but don't you just feel it? Don't you just feel that fourth dimensional living subtly, or for some of you vastly creeping in, where things are more about experiencing enrichment and joy in each and every now moment? Dearest ones, there is not usually that really big giant aha moment. However, there are several little ones. Then there is just a waking up one day to it being so. To the new world that's just not operating for you like it used to. In fact, it is downright becoming foreign to you. We had predicted this in times past, dear souls. Don't you just feel yourself finally stepping into your own power? Many of you are becoming the person that you always were, which is a divine creation of love. You truly are a love creator. You're just a love machine, and you won't work for nobody but us. That was just a bit of humor that we posed. However, we do not wish to digress, as we would not want to shatter the ambassador's image of us being sticks in the mud. Not that we ever monitor anything he's saying when we're not conducting a channeling with him or anything. Beloved ones, more and more you are having a vivid realization of when things are just meant to be. Someone that you encounter, perhaps, or a situation that you find yourself stumbled upon, is exactly what you've been looking for. These types of situations will occur more and more. We know that one of our sister collectives talked about this Earth month of yours, how things will never be the same afterward, and they are right. It won't be this giant balloon of grand one-time event either. It's a subtlety, however that subtlety is, becoming stronger and stronger with each situation, with each celestial event. Your vibration and frequency are intensifying. Ourselves and a number of different collectives have talked about your pineal gland being like a transmitter and a receiver. It's true, it is your own link to the cosmic internet. Dear ones, it is really an exciting time for you right now. This will be looked upon as a key year. Every year is key. But this 2025 years was the year that the ball really started to get rolling. Then it is full speed ahead in the next couple years. As you get through that window, that 36-year window, the galactical shift as some of your great ones have spoken of. We wanted to talk about love. That's why we really came in through the ambassador in this now moment. It is because we wanted to touch on the subject of love. Yes, we're talking about love. For eons of time on your Earth realm, love has been seen as a private emotion, something that is personal. However, sweet ones, the impact of your love has a vastly deep impact with far greater reaches than just your personal relationships. It influences the social fabric of your entire world at large. That's why it has been said for eons now. Today, your thoughts and your words have power. Your emotions have power. Sweet souls, whether it is expressed as empathy, kindness, compassion, or in a support role, it plays a significant role in shaping the society around you. Springs about love can start fostering unity, and inspiring change. Love is the most transformative force in the entire existence when it is understood and embraced by a majority of a collective. It helps to create a more connected, the feeling of oneness and understanding. And you realize that when love is what you set out to attain for your society, when that becomes, and you are, one and one is all you truly do, become a rock and not a roll. When you look at the core of love, in this purest form, it strengthens your ties and your bonds with loved ones around you, your family, your friends, your neighbors, spreads like wildfire once it gets going. When people care for each other, they are way more likely to work together. And I think you know this, dear souls, we're not telling you anything. Earth, shaking with that's obvious. However, what ends up happening is that as a collective develops a sense of belonging to something that is truly special and not just going along to get along, a true one unity consciousness emerges. Thus leaving love victorious. Sweet ones. The rewards in becoming a society such as this are endless. My beautiful star family, your capacity for compassion is the foundation of a loving and joy-filled society. This all results in a society where social justice is of the purest and highest call of order, where the creational given rights of all life reign supreme in every soul's heart. Love can be used to bridge the gap between differences you may have on your planet, whether it be ethnic, religion, cultural. Love is the ultimate bridge. And when enough of, build that love, bridge together. That rainbow love bridge connects. It transcends ideological, cultural, or even religious beliefs, because it helps to foster an environment where you focus on shared values, a common humanity to your fellow soul. It produces an environment of tolerance, of inclusion, of respect for one another. And thus, in turn, this helps you to love yourself as well. As you can see here, one's love is a powerful thing, and it's really a win-win situation. Also, some of the benefits too that can come from this of reaching across and cultural lines. You get to learn diversity. You get to enjoy something that you may have never being familiar with. This breaks down stereotypes and prejudices that run rampant on your world. It encourages the souls to embrace differences, embracing as wealth of enrichment, instead of something to be fearful or paranoid about. The mental, emotional, and physical benefits, dear ones, for your society. When love run rampage, it contributes to the overall well-being. Looking for a healthy, wealthy society to flourish. Because positive relationships support networks, it relieves stress. It stunts that feeling of isolation. It promotes resilience within you. It makes you realize that you are part of that divine creation of all that is. Dear ones, you were created by the divine creation of all that is, and you are part of the creation that created that divine creation. We love you so very much. Yes, we're talking about you, our ancient star family. We cannot wait to communicate with you again. Ambassador, thank you so much for this opportunity. We would also say to you, relax, we're not that bad. This has been the Fuchsian Angels of the 16th Dimensional Consciousness from Arcturus.
Yes, good morning, angels. And I know what you're going to say. Good morning, Larry.